Have you ever just been super frustrated with Facebook ads, with the options to promote your business, and thought there's got to be a better way? Why is it that when you hire an agency or run your own Facebook ads, you get leads, but nobody answers the phone, nobody wants to talk to you, and they forget who you are 5 seconds after filling out your form? What's the solution to this? There is definitely a better way, and I'm going to walk you through step by step how to make it work for your business. This strategy I'm going to show you is top secret in that not many people talk about it, but it is proven. I've used it over the last couple years to explode results in my own business and for many of my clients. This is a proven, tested strategy that you can set up in your own business. I'm going to show you how it's allowed me to grow my brand to over $50,000 a month and helped me grow clients' brands to multiple 7 figures per year. The great thing about this setup is that it brings in leads who are excited to talk to you. You stand out from all your competition. You're different. They trust you. They like you. They want to talk to you. They're excited to get on the phone. That is the entire purpose of this strategy. While it's helping you grow your sales, it's also going to help you grow your social media following if that's important to you, and your email list at the same time. If you've run Facebook ads in the past, or maybe you currently are, this is how most people set up their ad campaigns. They put up an offer that looks just like everybody else's. They post a conversions or a sales campaign, and then they sit back, cross their fingers, and hope for results. Not how I would choose to run my business. And this is the thing that's different about my company compared to most ad agencies out there, is that I didn't come from marketing. The only reason I learned marketing and got into all this is because I figured out how to use it for my own company, for my real estate investing company. And I figured out the power of it, how I could get people who've never heard of me on the internet to come through my funnel, watch training, and then want to buy millions of dollars of real estate from my company. And that is some of the strategy I want to teach you here. It's the trust building strategy and setting your business apart. And you can do that all with this cool campaign right on Facebook. Most likely reason why you're having a hard time converting people from your Facebook ads campaign or Instagram or whatever it is because there's a lack of trust. And this is a huge problem for almost everybody on social media because people, like I said, instantly forget who you are. You don't stand out in any way, and they just see you the one time. Using this strategy, I'm able to charge anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 a month because people trust me. And in my real estate business, we were able to charge people whatever amount from $8,000 land all the way up to multi-million-dollar properties using this strategy. That being said, let me show you how it works. All right, I want to show you how people generally set up their marketing campaigns. And this used to work pretty well before Facebook and Instagram got so incredibly saturated over the last few years. So we would start out with a few different Facebook ads that we were testing. They'd opt in, we'd tag them, we would try to get them to book an appointment, of course, kick off your email sequence, and then booked appointment, and we'd do a sales presentation, and they would purchase. Pretty simple. I'm sure you guys have all seen funnels or done funnels like that. This is what I call the social funnel. And it is set up entirely different. And the purpose of this, like I said before, is to get people to know, like, and trust you specifically. Although it doesn't need to be your face. They just need to remember your company. That's a key point there. If you don't want to be the expert in your business and you want to be able to sell it down the road, this does not have to be you. There's plenty of people that can make these videos for you. Inside this campaign, what we've been doing is we have several videos that are top of funnel, educating, entertaining, answering questions, top of funnel videos and blogs, whatever it is. Middle of funnel, we have social proof, case studies, trust building things that talk about your process. And then we have bottom of funnel videos, which are straight up promotional, frequently asked questions. They're buying videos. And so people come in here as cold traffic, or I'll show you later. If you want to set this up with warm traffic, that works as well, and it works even better. But they come in here and they, over a couple weeks, they see all these videos popping up on their timeline one at a time. and you're just always there. It's kind of an omnipresent thing where you are in their face teaching them, educating them. They're getting to know you, like you, trust you. They're learning about what makes you different, what your process is. By the time they come out over here and convert, they feel connected to your business. They know who you are, they trust you, and they are all but ready to schedule an appointment with you. These people answer the phone, they schedule an appointment. These are the absolute best leads and appointments you can have. It's basically like getting a referral lead by the time they make it out of here. They're that warm and ready to buy. Here's another visual of how this works, what this looks like. This entire funnel here up until sale is happening right inside of Facebook ads in this campaign that I'm going to show you how to build. That being said, let's get into it and let me walk you through it here. Let's pop into Ads Manager. We're in a testing account right now. We're going to create a new campaign, and you're going to choose awareness for this campaign. This is to get brand awareness and the biggest possible reach. Select that. Inside of here, give it a name. And for this one, we're going to not want to select Advantage Campaign Budget. That will distribute your budget across the ad sets. Do not check that for this campaign. Let's pop into the ad set, and we want to get maximum reach. And we're going to choose our page. For a sample page. Daily budget for this, you want to start out with $1 to $2. This is a long-term campaign, and $1 to $2 to begin is plenty. We're going to do $1. We're going to do a start date. Do not set an end date. We're going to leave this running. These kind of ads can last a really long time. And then for your audience, if you're in the Ad Manager and you have the updates, they have these audience controls. They've tried to take over creating your audience for you. This does not work well, at least not yet in all of our tests. You want to switch back to original audience options. And then what I'm going to do is put in all my warm audiences, and that's what I suggest you do as well. Put in your email lists, anyone that's followed you on Facebook, TikTok, well, you don't have those, but your email list, Instagram, Facebook, your email list, Instagram followers, Facebook followers, people who've watched your videos, interacted with your ads. We're going to include those all here. So I'm going to show you how, just so you guys are aware of all the different ways you can do this. You want to make sure you get anyone who's visited your website, watched your videos, filled out lead forms, follows your Instagram account, Facebook page. That should all be inside of this audience. We've added those there. That's the best way to do this. Also, make sure this is not checked. We don't want to reach people beyond our custom audience because we are going out to warm audiences here, and we don't want Facebook to mix that with a cold audience. I will leave the rest of this the same. If you're a local business, make sure you change this to your location, although I'd leave it as wide as possible. And we are going to change the placements. I like to take it off of anything that's not directly on Instagram or Facebook. And moving on to the ads. If you have that warm audience, and these numbers are not correct, this is a test account, so it would look different, obviously, if I was in mine. But if you have those warm audiences, you want to leave everything else here pretty open other than location. I would leave the age open. You want to keep your audience to about 50 to 100,000 is perfect for a warm retargeting type of campaign like we have here. So if you don't have warm audiences that are enough to get to that magic number, that range we want to be in, you can still do this. It's just going to take a little bit longer to start working the way you want it to. What I would do in that case is we're going to get a little more specific on the interest, location, everything else. So if you sell your service or product all across the country where you're in, that's great. You can leave it like that. Otherwise, you want to get pretty specific with, let's see, like I'm from Napa. I'm going to say Napa Valley. I'm going to select that as an example. That right there, Napa is a pretty small area, so that puts us pretty close already. So I wouldn't narrow it down too much further, but we do want to make sure that these people are interested in what we're going to be talking about. So I would maybe add some interest for business owners. If we're doing B2B like my business, we would do Facebook admins, page admins, and business page admins. So that actually made our audience too small. So Honestly, if you're in that small of a place, I would just leave it open so that, you're not under that 50,000 mark. So I'm just going to change the age range to 30. And there we go. We're pretty close. Perfect. Okay. We're going to move forward with that. If you're in a larger area, then you can add some interest, but just kind of mess around with it until you get to a good range. The next thing we're going to do is go down here to placements. And Facebook is really wants to choose your placements for you. But when we're doing an awareness ad, they're going to send you to the absolute cheapest traffic, which is not at all what we want. Okay, for awareness, we want to be shown to the highest quality people, the people who are going to pay the most attention to what you're, and the most likely to engage with your content, which means we want to be in Facebook and Instagram Reels, on the news feed, and in stories. And that's pretty much it. So you're going to click on where it says Advantage Placements. We are going to hit Edit right here. And it only shows up when you scroll over it. And then we're going to switch this to Manual Placements. We're going to turn off Audience Network. And we're going to turn off search results, pretty much anything. But like I said, we want to do, that's for Reels, stories and Reels, not in stream. We want stories and Reels and feeds. And that's pretty much it. Okay, we are set with our ad set. Now what we're going to do is we are going to duplicate this 6 to 12 times. So if you have 6 pieces of content you want to use, that'll work. It'll take a little longer. The best way to set this up is 12 different ad sets in here. And I'll show you why we're going to do that in just a second. Okay, so we're going to duplicate this to the original campaign 11 times. So we have a total of 12 ad sets. All right, there's one last setting we need to make sure we have right inside of our ad set. And it's here under where we set our performance goal, maximum reach. We are going to adjust our frequency cap here. So what this will do, because we have 12 ads, they're going to see basically 2 a day, and they will see all 12 ads over a period of 6 days. We have 12 ad sets total now. So let me explain the reasoning behind this. We want you to seem like you are showing up everywhere on this person's social media, on their Instagram, their Facebook. So we're going to set it up so they are seeing 1 to 2 videos approximately of yours per day. And like I told you earlier, these are going to be a mixture of value giving, like educational, answering question type videos, value up front. We're going to have process videos where you go through and show them what it's like working with you. So, taking away any fears they have and why they might not decide to move forward with your company. So going through, making it easy for them, showing them this is what happens, when you first talk to me, this is how the process looks. If you're selling real estate, you would guide them through, how do we find the properties? How do you know that this property is going to get you to the goals that you have? How do you know that the numbers are correct? How do you do your due diligence with our company? All that kind of stuff. And then we're also going to have testimonial videos, case study videos, or text, doesn't have to be videos, whatever it is. And then we're going to have our call to action or promotional videos that are directly offering what it is that you're selling. And so they're going to see 1 to 2 of these show up every single day on their newsfeed. And the effect is, after they see you showing up with these different types of value and trust building content, they are going to start remembering your company, and they're going to start trusting you, and they're going to follow you, and they're eventually going to work with you, and you're going to become the only option when they decide to buy. So that being said, let's go in here and I'm going to show you how to set this up so that they are only seeing 1 or 2 videos a day. We don't want to have ad creative fatigue or anything with this campaign. We want it to keep running over a long time until these people convert into customers. Okay, so we have our 12 ad sets in here. Each one will have 1 ad. So like I said, we're going to mix these up with value, maybe have 3 or 4 value ad. We're going to do some like FAQ type. FAQ, we're going to say this one's going to be a carousel. I always say do most of these as videos. That's what I prefer, just because it helps them, you can show your authenticity, helps them get to know you a lot better when they can actually hear you or someone on your team talking through your company and educating them. And then we are going to have trust building videos. So if you have testimonial videos, that's the best. Love those. We also sometimes do like a text. If you guys have seen these kind of videos, there's a text of some of your best testimonials on a reel, and you play it over like a beautiful background video with music. Some of these can be case studies, you talking about results you've gotten with a client. And then we want to make sure we have some process videos. Like I said, where you're walking them through, getting rid of any of the questions they have and kind of showing them what it's going to be like working with you and with your company from the moment they first talk to you up through delivering your product or service. We're going to do a few of those. Process 2. Okay, cool. And then the last few, I guess we need another one here. Let's see, process. The last few down here should be call to action promotional videos. It's like promotional direct offer videos. And I like to do a few different of those. They're all the same call to action. I'm always calling people to action to book a call with me and get their free strategy session, but we're going to offer that in a couple different ways. That is the structure and setup here for this campaign. And what's beautiful about this is that this warm audience or whatever audience you set up, the people are going to go through and see every single one of these videos and build a relationship with your company and with you or with whoever's in your videos before they talk to you. It builds a lot of trust. And what this really does is makes the sales process so easy. These people come in pre-sold, ready to buy, and excited to work with you. You're their only option. I would leave, the reason we started this out so low, first of all, it's a small audience, so we won't even be able to spend a lot more money. But we started out really low because we want to run this over 3-6 months while these people have a chance to warm up to you and build trust before you actually expect a bunch of them to start converting. But this kind of snowballs. Once it gets going, it really gets going. And for me, in my agency, this campaign's results has far outpaced all of my direct offer ads. Far outpaced. And I really got started with this kind of campaign way back when I owned the real estate investing company, before I ever started a marketing company, because we always led with value. And one of the first campaigns I did that was super successful is I broke out our course, our real estate investing course, and testimonials, and basically our entire onboarding email sequence that we'd send out to people that included pieces of our course, testimonials, call to actions, all that. I broke it out into separate ads, each one as its own video or whatever it was, lesson. And we did that as a campaign. And that campaign was directly responsible for a large amount of our results. We doubled our revenue 2 years in a row in 2015 and 16, and we're in the Inc. 5000. And a huge part of that trust building process was this type of campaign. So you guys build this out. I have other videos on here if you need to know exactly how to set these videos up and what would be the best content for each of these. I have additional videos that will teach you what to say in these videos and also how to handle producing these if you don't want to be in them yourselves. I've linked some of those videos below.